Some stories start with a bang. This one starts with a muddy Italian field and a man named Ferruccio Lamborghini. Born in 1916, Ferruccio was a farmer's son, raised with the smell of soil and the sound of sputtering engines. He was obsessed with machines, not sports cars but tractors. Ferruccio had a gift for mechanics. He could revive any engine with nothing but grit and genius. After World War II, Italy needed to rebuild. Ferruccio saw opportunity in the fields. He bought up surplus military vehicles, transforming them into rugged, reliable tractors. His first model, the Carioca, was built from scraps but won over farmers for its toughness and affordability. Lamborghini Trattori became a booming business and Ferruccio grew wealthy. With his fortune he indulged in fast cars, Ferraris of course. But as a master mechanic he noticed flaws. The clutches were weak, the service was poor. Ferruccio realized the clutch in his Ferrari was no better than the ones in his tractors, sometimes worse. He was frustrated. He was paying a fortune for a car, but being treated like an afterthought. This did not sit well with him. Ferruccio believed customers deserved better. He saw an industry that could be improved, and he was just the man to do it. The seeds of rivalry were sown in that muddy field. He wasn't content to just fix tractors anymore. He wanted to build something extraordinary. The story of Lamborghini doesn't start with a supercar. It starts with a man who refused to accept second best. Ferruccio's journey from farmer's son to industrialist was just the beginning. He was about to challenge the very heart of Italian automotive royalty. The world of fast cars was about to get a wake-up call. Ferruccio Lamborghini was ready to make his mark. He wasn't just building machines, he was building a legacy. The tractors were only the first chapter. What came next would change the automotive world forever. The raging bull was about to charge. And it all started with a simple question: why settle for less? Ferruccio never did. He demanded more, from his machines, from himself, and soon, from the entire car industry. The legend of Lamborghini was about to begin. Sometimes the greatest revolutions start in the mud, and sometimes they end up on the world's fastest roads. Ferruccio Lamborghini, now a wealthy industrialist, had a problem with his Ferrari. The clutch kept failing. Frustrated, he brought the car to his own factory where his mechanics discovered the clutch was a commercial part, no better than what he used in his tractors. Ferruccio decided to confront Enzo Ferrari himself. He drove to Maranello, ready to offer advice and a solution. Ferruccio told Enzo, "Your cars are fantastic, but the clutches are terrible. I can make them better." Enzo Ferrari, proud and unyielding, was not amused. He dismissed Ferruccio, saying, "You may be able to drive a tractor, but you'll never handle a Ferrari." It was the ultimate insult. That moment lit a fire in Ferruccio. He left Maranello not just angry but determined. He would build a car to rival Ferrari, faster, more reliable, and more luxurious. The feud was no longer about clutches, it was about pride. Ferruccio famously declared, "I'll show you how to make a sports car." The war had begun. This wasn't just business, it was personal. The rivalry would shape the future of Italian supercars. Ferruccio's challenge was clear: beat Ferrari at his own game. The automotive world would never be the same. Sometimes all it takes is a single insult to spark a revolution. Ferruccio Lamborghini was ready to prove himself. The raging bull was about to charge into the world of supercars, and Enzo Ferrari had just met his match. The stage was set for an epic showdown. The legend was only beginning. Ferruccio wasted no time. He built a new factory in Sant'Agata Bolognese right on Ferrari's doorstep. He recruited top talent: Giotto Bizzarini, Gianpaolo Dallara, Paolo Stanzani, a dream team of engineers. Their mission: build a V12 engine to rival Ferrari's and a car to house it. Bizzarini delivered a masterpiece, a 3.5-liter V12, powerful and refined. Ferruccio insisted it be detuned for road use, prioritizing reliability and comfort. The result was an engine both potent and civilized. The first prototype, the 350 GTV, was shown at the 1963 Turin Motor Show, but its design needed refinement. Carrozzeria Touring of Milan smoothed the lines, creating the elegant 350 GT. Launched in 1964, it stunned the world. Independent suspension, four-wheel disc brakes, and that glorious V12 set it apart. The 350 GT was fast, comfortable, and crucially, reliable. The clutch worked. The car didn't overheat. It was a grand tourer you could drive across Europe without worry. The 350 GT was a direct challenge to Ferrari. It wasn't just a car, it was a statement. Lamborghini had arrived and it was here to compete. The Raging Bull was no longer just a symbol, it was a force. The automotive world took notice. Ferruccio had delivered on his promise. The era of Lamborghini supercars had begun. The 350 GT set a new standard for Italian Grand Tourers. It was the first shot in a battle that would define an industry. The legend was growing. Lamborghini was no longer in Ferrari's shadow. The fight for supremacy was on, and the world was watching. The 350 GT was a triumph, but Lamborghini wasn't done. Two young engineers, Dallara and Stanzani, dreamed bigger. A mid-engine supercar like a race car for the road. They worked in secret, convinced Ferruccio would say no. But when he saw their radical chassis, he was impressed, and gave them the green light. The P400 chassis debuted at the 1965 Turin Motor Show, just a bare frame with a mid-mounted V12. It was revolutionary. Every coach builder wanted to design the body, but the job went to Marcello Gandini at Bertone. Gandini created the Miura, a work of art, impossibly low and wide, with curves that stunned the world. Unveiled at the 1966 Geneva Motor Show, the Miura caused a sensation. It wasn't just a new car, it was a new kind of car. The Miura defined the supercar mid-engine V12 outrageous styling. It was the world's first true supercar. With a top speed of 170 miles per hour, it was faster than anything else on the road. The Miura became a poster car, a symbol of desire. It cemented Lamborghini's reputation as the most exciting, innovative car company on the planet. The Miura changed the game forever. Lamborghini was no longer just a rival to Ferrari, it was a leader. The supercar era had begun. The Miura was pure theater, pure speed, pure Lamborghini. It set the template for every supercar that followed. The world would never look at sports cars the same way again. The Raging Bull was charging full speed ahead. The Miura was proof that Lamborghini could do the impossible. It was the car that made dreams real, and it all started with a wild idea, after hours. Sometimes revolution comes from the boldest dreams. The Miura was that dream, made real. With the Miura, Lamborghini became a legend. The Raging Bull logo now stood for rebellion and rule-breaking. While Ferrari was about racing, Lamborghini was about drama and excitement for the road. Lamborghinis were loud, aggressive, and designed to shock. They were the rock stars of the automotive world. Owning a Lamborghini was a statement. You were different, daring, maybe even dangerous. Celebrities and playboys flocked to the brand. The cars became symbols of extravagance and high-octane living. Performance was always at the core. Each new model pushed the limits of speed and power. Lamborghini was locked in a horsepower war, not just with Ferrari, but with itself. The brand's relentless pursuit of drama and performance cemented its place in automotive history. Driving a Lamborghini wasn't just about getting from A to B. It was about the thrill. The sensation, the spectacle, the joy of commanding a machine on the edge. That was the Lamborghini promise. The cars were more than transport, they were events. And that's why the world fell in love with the Raging Bull. Lamborghini was pure theater, on wheels. The 1970s brought trouble. The oil crisis hit, and demand for thirsty supercars vanished. Lamborghini's sales plummeted. The tractor business faltered, unions struck, and Ferruccio was exhausted. He sold his company and walked away. What followed was chaos. Ownership changed hands, bankruptcy loomed, and the factory fell silent. The Countach remained a beacon of madness, but the company was on the brink. There were glimmers of hope, the LM002 off-roader contract work, and the enduring Countach. In 1984, the Mimran brothers bought Lamborghini, investing heavily and stabilizing the business. The bull was battered, but not dead. The company began to recover, slowly. The Countach kept the dream alive. Lamborghini's survival was never guaranteed, but the brand's spirit endured. The Raging Bull refused to be tamed. Even in the darkest days, Lamborghini's legend grew. The world wasn't ready to let go, the comeback was just beginning, the bull would charge again. The Mimran brothers saved Lamborghini, but the company needed a powerful partner. In 1987, Chrysler bought Lamborghini, bringing cash and stability. This allowed the launch of the Diablo in 1990, a 200 miles per hour monster that redefined the brand. The Diablo was everything a Lamborghini should be: fast, wide, intimidating. It became the poster car for a new generation. But Chrysler's ownership was short-lived. By the mid-90s, Lamborghini changed hands again, this time to Malaysian and Indonesian investors. Uncertainty returned, but the Diablo kept the brand alive. Lamborghini needed a permanent home. The bull was healthy, but its future was still uncertain. The next chapter would bring the stability it craved. The world was watching, the Raging Bull was ready for its next evolution. In 1998, Lamborghini found its savior, the Volkswagen Group, via Audi. The Germans brought order, investment, and technical expertise. They modernized the factory, introduced quality control, and made Lamborghinis reliable for the first time. The first Audi-era car, the Murcielago, launched in 2001, a V12 masterpiece with all-wheel drive. It was followed by the Gallardo in 2003, a smaller, more accessible Lamborghini that became the brand's bestseller. The combination of Italian passion and German engineering was unstoppable. Lamborghinis were now fast, beautiful, and dependable. The Raging Bull was stronger than ever. The brand reached new audiences and new heights. Lamborghini was no longer just a dream, it was a global powerhouse. The legend had evolved. The Bull was charging into the 21st century. The future was bright. Lamborghini was here to stay. Lamborghini's story is told through its cars. The Countach defined the supercar image, sharp, wild, and iconic. The Diablo took the torch, breaking the 200 miles per hour barrier and bridging old-school madness with modern tech. The Murcielago, under German ownership, brought new design and reliability. The Aventador pushed technology further, with a new V12 and carbon fiber chassis. Alongside the flagships came the Gallardo and Huracan, V10 baby Lambos, that made the brand more accessible. The Huracan, launched in 2014, combined performance with everyday usability. From the raw Countach to the refined Huracan, Lamborghini's evolution is a relentless pursuit of automotive thrill. Each car is a milestone, a chapter in the legend. The Raging Bull never stopped charging. Lamborghini's cars are more than machines, they're icons. The story is one of constant reinvention. The pursuit of excitement never ends. Lamborghini's legacy is written in speed, style, and spectacle. The journey continues with every new model. The Bull's spirit lives on. Lamborghini's legacy is more than fast cars for the rich. It's a story of defiance, a tractor maker who dared to challenge Ferrari. Lamborghini didn't just join the supercar club, it rewrote the rules. The Miura created the supercar blueprint. The Countach gave us the wedge and scissor doors. Lamborghini pushed rivals to be bolder, faster, and wilder. Today under Audi, Lamborghini thrives, selling thousands of cars, embracing new tech but never losing its soul. The cars are still outrageous, loud, and otherworldly. German efficiency supports Italian madness, not suppresses it. Lamborghini is more than a brand, it's an idea. A car can be art, theater, pure joy. Ferruccio's vision lives on, from muddy fields to bedroom posters, the Raging Bull inspires. The world is more exciting because Lamborghini exists. Long may it rage. The legend is unbreakable.